Thanks a lot for coming in.
Good morning, happy to be here.
Something about this community appeals to you?
This is a wonderful place to live.
For Kelowna Now, this is Kent Mulgat. And we're joined by Lorraine Miller from the Central Okanagan Bursary and Scholarship Society.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So I wasn't too much aware of your group, but you've got all of these scholarships of all of these descriptions, and they come through to your sort of panel.
Yes.
And you match up applications with scholarships.
That's correct. We are a conduit, really, for the students who are graduating in the Central Okanagan region and the donors who want to help them.
Right. Now, I know one of the things right off the bat that you wanted to do was put out the call that our population and the need and the number of students keeps increasing, and we need more people to put up the scholarships.
That's right. We last year we awarded 535 scholarships, but you can imagine the number of, not scholarships, scholarships, bursaries, and awards, but you can imagine the number of graduates that do not achieve one of those 535.
Right. So there are a few different kinds of these awards. Bursaries, there's scholarships, and then there's some just fall into the general category. How are they different? What are people shooting for?
Excellent. People can donate and create a bursary, for example, and a bursary is an award available to students who have financial need. First and foremost, they have financial need. Money is the barrier preventing them from going to university directly from high school.
Wow.
The second category is a scholarship, and it can be excellence in a variety of areas. It can be excellence in academics, performing arts, sports excellence, or any number of things.
Right.
And thirdly are the general awards, and they can fit any criteria that any donor can imagine.
Wow. So chances are, if you're a parent out there or if you're a kid, there's some scholarship, bursary, or award that you can probably get.
There is, and if we had more of those, the chances of reaching more kids is even greater.
So how do you make sure you get one?
Well, first of all, you speak to your guidance counselor, and our counselors in School District 23 and the private and independent schools who are members of Cobss are excellent advocates for our kids, and they will start to explain the process all the way through grade 12. In December, the online application will open, and kids will spend 6, 8, sometimes 10 hours completing a single application.
Wow.
And then they'll turn it into their guidance counselor, who take care of the interim pieces of it before delivering it to us in April.
All of this at a time when, for some students, the workload of school is gets to be so much that maybe putting in the time for this might seem onerous, and they don't do it.
Exactly. So it's true. So it's beneficial to the students to have one place to do this massive application rather than trying to do 5 or 6 or 7 applications all around town.
Right.
One
I see.
application, one effort, most
Okay.
success.
So that's the benefit of your group.
Yes.
Fill one thing out. It's onerous. It's a long form.
Indeed. Yep.
But do that, and now you've opened yourself up to all of these different kinds of.
Exactly.
So how many are there roughly in the Central Okanagan? How many
Awards?
individual awards are
Right
there?
now there are 535 available, but 47 years ago when the Cobss was started, there were 8. So in 47 years we've grown 500 plus awards, but the number of students requiring help is greater than that number.
Right. So some people will wind up with nothing.
Yes.
So what does that look like? All of these applications come flooding in, and how does it look for you guys to kind of try to match the applications with the right awards?
It is an organized chaos. We take over a room at Hollywood Road Education Center in April. All of our volunteers, who are 30 plus volunteers, assemble in the time that allocation happens. So for the first 3 or 4 days, donors, people who create the criteria, can come into that room and select their student themselves. They can pour through stacks of applications of kids who feel like they're qualified and pull the kid out of the pile that they want personally. Wow. They can even go so far as to attend the award ceremony at the grad at the school level and meet the kid on the stage, shake his or her hand, and put the award in their hand. It's very rewarding.
Wow. Yeah, I think a lot of people, when they give, there is that slight, can I call it selfish element, where they want to see that moment. They want to see that kid's face light up that they get it.
And can you imagine the student meeting the person who gave the money? They don't know them. They're not connected. They're just invested in education, and they've put their faith in you.
Right. So let's double back to that call out that you're making for people to become a donor. What sorts of groups or individuals make suitable donors to create a bursary or a scholarship?
Our donors are as far and wide as you can imagine. We have a women's gym in Kelowna, and they create an award from the tip money that is received in their barista fund throughout the year. They hold a couple of classes in a vineyard by donation, and through that small amount of money over the course of the year, they award to a girl every year. Secondly, a very high-end shoe store in town, women's shoe store. When you pay for your shoes, the owner asks you if you'd like to round up a few cents. She sends out 2 awards every year just on the roundup.
Wow.
Yeah, we have another donor who collects the bottles and cans in her condo. She has 4 awards from the bottles and cans in her condo every year.
Right. So, and there are trusts as well?
Yep, money can be given in a lump sum, and our financial planner will take care of it and dole it out in the amount that the donor requires. So it could be given out $1,500 per year, $2,000 per year until the money runs out. There's also another way. Or businesses sometimes just want to write the check. They get a tax donation for the check. And our tagline is, we do the work at Cobss, but you get the credit.
Nice. And so the one message, I want to jump back to the possibilities for people who have kids who are students or the students themselves, that the message I'm getting from you is that even someone who seems like they're not the scholarship type, that there very well could be something for them.
Absolutely. And as a donor, if you'd like to create an award, not for the scholarship type, not for the star basketball player, not for the student council president, but someone in your imagination, you certainly can create that award and then find the student who best fits it and award it yourself and get the tax donation.
Fantastic. All right. Well, is there a deadline that people, I'm sure have heard about but forgot, that in order to make sure that you're in the running?
If you're creating an award this year for the graduates who are graduating in June, your contract needs to be completed and turned into Cobss by December the 1st of this year.
Okay.
We have an excellent website. It's at Cobss, C-O-B-B, you have to cut this
SS, right?
C-O-B-S-S
Yes.
at schooldistrict23.ca.
No cutting. That little mistake's going to go right out there for people to enjoy.
No, please.
Because even the people who
Please,
look at
no.
scholarships make the occasional mistake. And there's probably an award for that. Lorraine, it was really good meeting you.
It was nice to meet you, Ken.
Thanks a lot for coming in.
Okay.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.